Hey you guys, it's your girl, Mrz Voilà and Village.
What's going on, y'all? This is your boy Village.
And welcome to the circle. We're coming to you with another video where we are talking about
work-life balance.
Work-life balance, yes. Having that proper balance between family life, work life, and how to make sure that you stay sane.
Very, very difficult. Very difficult. But I think this is an important topic to talk about because I think we all, no matter what type of business or industry you're in, we all deal with that issue. And we wanted to provide our thoughts. And we want to get your thoughts as well. But before we get started, make sure you please subscribe. Please follow us both on Facebook and on our Instagram platform. And we definitely appreciate you guys being here because you could be anywhere else. But first of all, what's your thoughts on work-life balance?
Work-life balance is definitely something that it's an ongoing process. You got to keep working at it. You got to keep finding that niche. As things progress in your life, your plan that you might had that was working out for you 1 year might not work out for you the next year or the next 3 months or the next month. So things can happen that can make your balance change. So it is definitely something that I know I struggle with. I have children, I work an evening shift, so it's very hard to maintain all of my affairs.
I agree. I mean, even as a country, you know, we're ranked, United States is ranked number 30 as far as work-life balance or providing leisure time, right? Having an actual leisure time, being at home, doing the things you really want to do with your family. We're ranked number 30. I mean, that makes sense because we're a very productive country. We're doing a lot. We're inventing a lot. We have a lot of different services companies, and there's a lot of work to get done, right? Productivity. But at the same time, it's like, is it just getting worse? Is it feel like as the time go on, we just really don't have that much time with our families anymore?
I really feel like that, especially with a person working in an evening shift like me. If you put into the equation, you know, going to sleep for 8 hours, if you have a child that you have to wake up early in the morning, take them to school, or go to like a doctor's appointment or do something else, and then go to work and just doing that process every day, back and forth, it do seem like that you are at work more than you are at home because you don't have that time to really interact with your family, your friends, as well as do some things that you enjoy, your hobby and interest. I do feel like, you know, an employer should make their environment comfortable. Since you're being there a lot, then, you know, they should have a decent break room. They should have a decent lounge room. I feel like they should have some type of recreational space. They should really make it feel comfortable, like spa-like bathrooms. Like they really should go beyond because you're spending a lot of time there. If I'm spending a lot of time there and you want me to come there, especially if you want me to do overtime, no, I need to feel like I'm in an inviting space. The lighting needs to be good as well.
Yeah, I would say, you know, it's amazing the dynamic of it. You know, we kind of look at kind of how work is. And I think too, if you want to go in history, right? So if you kind of look at the old school ways of things, you know, you kind of had the male or the husband go to work on average, and he had the wife or the companion at home to kind of stabilize the family. We live in a society today where we're forced to both work, right? In most cases, I don't care if you're middle class, I don't care if you're upper class, in a lot of cases, both parties have to work. And you know, that puts a challenge on the children. That puts a challenge on activities, development, mental state, stress, and just so much going on top of just the norm. So it's really hard. And the great thing is, you know, we got this great article that we've been looking at, and it's coming from the Small Business Trends. We'll definitely put a link below. And an article by Michael Gouda, who really provided some great feedback on this subject. And you know, 66% do not strongly believe they have a work-life balance. 66%. You know, so that's a lot of people. You know, I would say out of what, 300 million, maybe 170 million workforce, something like that. I don't know if my numbers are right, but still, if 66%, that's well over 100 million people. Gotta be. That feel that way. So that's rough. That's tough. That tells you a lot. And I would say, you know, what do you think companies could do differently as far as to improve?
I mean, I feel like companies are trying to have like a standard. They want to, you know, well, good companies, I'm going to say,
right.
You know, paid time off, you know, as an option to help people out. I know some people, you know, may use FMLA to have balanced things out. I really think it has a lot to do with scheduling. I feel like if a company is able to properly schedule shifts, have flexibility in shifts, making it like, you know, if you needed to switch a shift with someone, making that process easy, I think that really would help out, as well as, you know, just, you know, certain jobs, they have like a pool. That they have to put in a certain amount of shifts, and you know, you'll find out based on ranking what your shift would be like. You know, some people, they don't want to have an early shift, or they don't want to have a late shift, and I feel like if that's what they want to have, then it should kind of be auto stamped in the system. Hey, this person, they really don't want to have this type of schedule. Let's try to do everything we can to accommodate them. If they work on weekends, let's not have them work every weekend. I feel like if it's a major company, it is not fair that you may have someone that has to work every single weekend, and someone else that does not. That's really not fair.
I agree. And I think too, with how advanced we are with our technology, I really think that remote work capability should increase. Now, I used to work remotely a lot, and don't get me wrong, some of the things you lose out is, you know, working with others or seeing people face to face, being able to get a quick answer, that engagement, being involved, and building a friendship and the whole community. You really love having that aspect of it, but there's a lot you benefit, right? You don't have to pay for fuel, you don't have to leave your home, you can really focus and be in a relaxed environment, because you're already at home. In a lot of cases, any emergencies, you already have quick access to resolve that issue. I really think, especially for most jobs that are workstation, PC based, I really think there should be an uptick in allowing people to work from home. I think that's one thing that could solve the list. According to some of the data that was captured, the number one thing is bad or overbearing boss. That's kind of the issue to work-life balance, and I could kind of see that, right? If you have a task, especially if you're in a project role, there's a deadline, everyone's kind of on the line, and we need you to get this done. I know you got a 40-hour work week, but I need 60, 70 hours out of you. I've been there. You've been there.
Yeah, but definitely that's when you have more shadowing projects and programs, so that you can, you know, have employees see how it is to be a boss, and maybe if they can see and have an understanding how it is to be a supervisor, manager, leader, or boss, they will have more, you know, empathy and sympathy for their role, and understand, you know, how, you know, their frustration might come out or something like that. If they have something to hold on to for the reason of why, people typically perform or act better.
I'm right.
Alrighty, so that is the end of this video. Stay tuned for part 2. Take care.